Welcome to Spring LIB.
To find the area of a triangle, which is what you're asked to do, it's 1/2 times the base times the height. So let's say that let's see, BC is the base. Actually, let's just say DC is the base. If DC is the base, then the length of DC would be equal to the square root, to use the distance formula. The difference between your x coordinates is 3 and the y coordinates is 2. So 3 squared plus 2 squared. 9 plus 4 is 13, so DC is the square root of 13. So we can say the base is the square root of 13. And now the height has to be perpendicular to that through B. And so that would have to be, this has a slope of down to over 3. This is a slope of -2/3. So through point B, which is at -8,3, we need to find an equation of a line that has a perpendicular slope, which would be +3/2. That's the perpendicular slope through the point -8,3. So y equals mx plus b. Y equals, the slope we want is 3/2 times the x coordinate plus b. 3 equals -12 plus b, so b equals 15. So y equals 3/2 x plus 15 is going to be the perpendicular, but we need to find out where they actually cross. So the line containing DC would be y equals, that slope is -2/3. And we can find b by taking like point C, which is at -4, 6. -4 for x isn't 6 for y. So 6 equals 8/3 plus b, so b equals 6 minus 8/3, or 18. 6 in terms of thirds would be 18/3. So subtracting 8/3 to both sides, b is 10/3. So y equals -2/3 x plus 10/3. Now, this would mean we need to find where do they intersect so that we can find the height. So we set -2/3 x plus 10/3 equal to the perpendicular 3/2 x plus 15. Add 2/3 x to both sides, 3/2 plus 2/3. Common denominator is 6. So this would be 9, 6 plus 4, 6, or 13, 6. And then we'll want to subtract 15, which is 45/3. This is not a fun problem for you. And so 10 minus 45 is -35/3. And then we can cross, or then we can multiply by the reciprocal. 6/13 times -35/3. 6/13 times -35/3 is -70/13. And negative 70/13, that's about negative 5.4, which we can see that about negative 5.4 here. Okay. The output we get, so that location is negative 70/13. Negative 70/13, and the y coordinate can be found by plugging it into either one. I'll go y equals negative 2/3 times negative 70/13 plus 10/3. Negative 2/3 times, I'm using the calculator here, negative 70/13 plus 10/3. As a fraction is 90/13. Or about 6.9, which we see is about 7. Okay, I wonder if one of the other segments would have been easier. I don't know at this point, but we are in deep. All right, so what does this mean? We now can find the height of this triangle by finding the distance between point B at negative 8.3 and negative 70/13, 90/13. Okay, so you could go right into I'm going to write them down here, 70, negative 70, and 90. And negative 8.3. So that distance will be the square root of the difference of your x coordinates squared plus the difference of your y coordinates squared. So the square root of negative 8 minus 70/13 squared plus 3 minus 90/13 squared, or about 13.95. That does not make sense. Let me check my work again. Oh, that's because that was a minus negative, which is positive 4.71. That makes way more sense for this length here that represents the height. Okay, so the area of the triangle would be 1/2 times the square root of 13 times 4.71, about 8.5 to the nearest 10th, or 8.49 if you're going to the nearest 100th.